Okay, I'm beside myself. I'm so excited right now. Will offered to take the picture, but I was too excited to release my grip on the camera. The last time Twombly of my lineage was standing here was 60 years ago. My father took a photograph exactly like this to put in our family scrapbook. So this is Nehemiah Caverly Twombly, and this is in the Center Strafford graveyard in Center Strafford, New Hampshire. I'll show you the whole graveyard. Here's Nehemiah's, I want to say footstone, because the big one would be his headstone. It has his name clearly written on it, and that would be where he's laying. Here's Agnes M. Twombly, and she's the daughter of Charles and Ada Twombly. She was born in 1899. These are my cousins. These are part of the Caverly branch. Here's Charles Twombly. Silas is on the other side of this, and Silas, he married Sally. Her name is on the other side of this too. That's the father of Nehemiah. So he's on the other side of this. Here's Silas's footstone. It's a little bit crooked, but it's all there. Here's Sally's. Here are some small...
Silas's second, from 1829 to 1865. He didn't look Sally Twombly.
Will and I just figured something sad out here. We're looking at Sally's tombstone here, and the family tombstone has the children's names on it. And of course, tragically, as what happened so often in those days, the children died at a very young age. I happen to know that when Lizzie went back to visit the grave, she did not leave flowers because of the unkept conditions. And now I think I understand a little bit better why, because this would be her sister-in-law, Sally, who also had children die very young. But as you can see, here she is in a beautiful formalized setting of a town cemetery, and these are all the footstones of all her children, and this is kept up even to this day. Compare that to the woods that we were in, and it's a whole different story. It's a completely different story. It's completely different. And I'm also beginning to see how my father got the genealogical records that he did. He came out to this very spot and he wrote down the dates, the birth dates and the death dates that he found recorded in stone, and then he went to the town hall, and then he was able to get records and copies of their births and deaths from the town hall because of what was written on this very stone of Harrison Twombly and Harriet Twombly and Charles Twombly. And I have the records that he sent away for still.
Oh. I'm turning it over.
No, don't turn this over because I don't know how to rotate it.
Okay, here we are at the Twombly gravestone in Strafford, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, Center Strafford. Yeah, this picture of this monolith here is in the family album, and I feel pretty strange standing next to it because I've been looking at it since I was a little kid, going, wow, that's a big monolith of a gravestone that has been in there. And I was having a chat with Nehemiah, and well, we worked things out after all.
You having any emotions about being here?
Oh yes, I absolutely do. I have emotions about it. It's I find that it's very, very nice to spend time with your cousins.
Yeah, what were you experiencing when you first found this stone? You shrieked.
I said, no, I can't let go of the camera. I was too excited. I was very excited to see it. It was recognition, the excitement of recognition. It's a moment of seeing something that you've only seen in a book.
Neat. Well, we're going to get a little close up here. We got the Twombly name right there.
Right here.
The Twombly name. We'll come up and just get a little bit of this. Look at that. February 26, 1835. June 3rd, 1901. N.C. Twombly, M.D.
Doesn't stand for non-committal Twombly.
There, you heard it. Gravestone.
Well, no, wait a minute. We've just had a little bit of shock here. This is a little bit shocking.
We got William Twombly.
And tell me again what your name is, Will?
William Twombly.
That's what I thought. Okay, and now, how does that make you feel?
Well, it was just a little shocking seeing my name on a gravestone. But he was a Korean War vet. We'll clear it off a little for the fella.
Yeah, it's the least we can do.
Give him a little dignity here.
Yep. That's the very least we can do. It tells us a couple of things. It tells us, first of all, it's certainly a nice name to have. And it tells us also that there are some more Twomblys in this area still.
Yeah, this guy died in 95, so 14 years ago. We probably ought to get in a phone book and find out who's still living that might be related to us in some distant or not so distant way.
I think so.
And then his wife, we should probably clear off Shirley too.
Yeah, we better. I mean,
Shirley needs a little love.
Yep, it's the least we can do. Because also, she's buried here not alone. Apparently, she's got a baby girl here and a baby boy here too.
Bummer.
So, yep.
Well.
Yep. And she died the same year that he did.
She did?
Yeah.
She must have loved him.
Yes, she did. No, he died right after her.
Oh.
So, but we went both ways.
April 3rd?
Yep.
He lived till May.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's classic based on hospice and college. Right?
They loved each other.
He was heartbroken.
Yeah, he died of
a broken heart.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Let's hope that I don't die that way.
Let's hope not.
Maybe I'm hardening my heart now in my midlife.
That's it. No, not by the way you just cleared those graves out. That was very tender. That was very tender.
Look at it. Cleared up.
There you go.
There you go, Shirley.
Nice. There. Looks
you must have been a good woman.
I think so.
William loved you.
That's it. Now, here are some Twomblys who would not have been in the cemetery when my father last visited, because Charles Twombly would have been alive. He would have been a cousin that would have been alive. He was born in 1924, and he died in 1995. And this would have been his father, who was born in 1896, and he died in 1981. And then this would have been the first Charles's wife, Edith, who was born in 1894, and she died in 1976. And there's moss all over her grave, so it's a little bit hard to see it. But they would have all been alive when my father died. I was looking for Grace Brown because she was the one who did all the genealogy work with my father. She corresponded with him, and we have a clipping of her obituary in our family album. So here it is. It says Grace Corson Brown, and here she is. She died in 1962, and he was very sad to see her pass, and he unfortunately died shortly after her, but not before he did his nice genealogical research, which I still have tidily kept. This is the Third Baptist Church in Center Strafford, New Hampshire, and it's very possible that this is the church that Enoch drove his family to on Sundays. Very, very, very possible.